Welcome. This is Jeff and Linda Hoppy with the Crimson Circle. We're here at the Villa Amio doing an event for the Koreans when, during this event, Adamus made a reference to the coronavirus.
As a matter of fact, it was during the very first session. I know there was a lot of concern with the Koreans who are here because the outbreak in South Korea has been pretty significant. So Adamus actually started the whole workshop with a short discussion about coronavirus, and we thought it would be of interest to Shambra all around the world to get his perspective of that. This was being translated, so the pace is a little bit slower than normal, but we really thought the information would be good for everyone. You're free to download this, of course, free of charge, and you're free to distribute it as well. So with that, here's Adamus talking about the coronavirus. This was recorded on February 26th, right here in Kona, Hawaii. So let's talk about this coronavirus. Oh, does it have you a little scared? Yeah. A little worried? Coronavirus, where did it get its name? Anybody know what corona means? Sun? Yes, it has to do with the sun, possibly. Corona is a Spanish word, most popular in use about 300 years ago. Corona means, actually the original word was la corona. La corona, the crown. The crown, and back in Spain, it could only be used by royals, that word, corona, to refer to the crown, to the king and the queen. Interesting. Corona also now means circle, and it's also used to refer to the sun, the gaseous hot spot of the sun. But the original meaning, the crown, la corona, what does that have to do with a virus? Well, let's look at what a virus is. Any virus is just about imbalance in human consciousness. Every virus, whether it is a physical or a mental virus. The sexual energy virus that Tobias talked about many years ago is an imbalance in the masculine and feminine energies. The virus doesn't have an agenda. It's just there because there is an imbalance. And it's there to clear that imbalance, to try to bring things back into harmony. So, you possibly know that I've said energy. Energy is nothing other than a communication. It's all energy is, a song, a communication. When the energy gets out of harmony, out of resonance, goes into imbalance, it has to naturally come back to balance. All energy seeks resolution and balance. So if the song of energy is out of balance, something will happen to bring it back into balance. That's one of the things a virus does. Sometimes a physical virus is just as simple as a way of clearing out energy imbalances in your body. The common flu. Everybody gets it. The flu, the regular common flu, is actually okay. It releases toxins and imbalances in your body. It serves a purpose. Generally, once a year, maybe once every 2 years, you get a little flu or a cold. It's designed to bring your energy back into balance. It's a good time to take 2-3 days, lay in bed, sip tea, feel bad, cuddle up, watch something good on television, if there is anything good on television. Do anything except go on Facebook. That's terrible when you're having the flu. Just awful. But we have this special crown virus, the coronavirus, right now. It's doing a lot of things. It's getting a lot of worldwide attention. In your country, it's considered an epidemic. Everybody's worried about it. Everybody's afraid to go out, to touch, to go to a restaurant and eat food or to have sex with other people. Maybe not sex, but they're afraid of everything else. So feel into this coronavirus for a moment, the crown on top of the head. Why would that virus be affecting the planet right now? And it will affect for the next 2, 3, maybe 6 months. It could go crazy. I mean, really crazy. And of course, the media, the news are feeding off of it. You say the word airport and everybody gets afraid of going to the airport. So what this is, it's a very interesting virus. It's there because of an imbalance in the economy of the world. It's an economic virus, but it shows up as the flu. So you see, there's a lot of imbalances on the planet right now with economy, finances. I mean, it has been for a long time, but right now it's really coming to the surface. There are a few who have a lot and a lot who have very few. With the modern technologies that this planet has, there shouldn't be that, what is called the bottom billion, the ones in extreme poverty. There shouldn't be. Technology has the ability to provide an even playing field for everyone. Whether you're super rich or very poor, everybody has the ability to have a mobile device, a phone, that has the ability to instantly connect to anywhere in the world, to research anything you want, to do just about anything you want. One of the beauties of technology is it has the capability to democratize the planet. In other words, everyone has the same access. What you do with that access is up to you, of course. But everybody has the same capability. It's not like just a small group has all this information and data at their fingertip and many others don't. No, everyone, just about everyone on the planet has it. As the technology sweeps across the planet, it should be eradicating a lot of the economic imbalances. I'm not talking about socialism or communism. Those are not economic ideals, ideologies or platforms. Those are something else. But I'm talking about the fact that in this planet right now, there shouldn't be people who are starving. There's plenty of food on this planet. And there's plenty of capability to grow more food. Every day, more food goes wasted on this planet than can possibly be eaten by everyone, including those who are starving. Food is thrown away in the farm fields because they can't get it to the market. Food is thrown away at restaurants because people order too much and don't eat all of it. Food is thrown away because the season is ending and there's nothing to do with it. It's the distribution of the food that is causing the problem. There are dictators, governments in the world that withhold food from their people. There are countries in this world that are so filled with corruption that they can't operate efficient distribution, getting food from the farm to the end user. All the capabilities are there. All the capabilities are there. But yet there's a corruption of human consciousness that keeps it from happening. On the planet right now, in most places, not all, but most, there's a tremendous amount of jobs, work. If you don't want to work for somebody else, now with a computer and the internet at your desk, you can create your own business like that, easily, within days. Within days. So everything is there for the planet right now, for humanity to have access, to have goods, to have food, to have medical supplies. But yet there's still this corruption that's causing the imbalance. And that's what this whole thing with the coronavirus is about. You know, the crown, like the royals, like they have it and nobody else does. That's why they call it the coronavirus. I mean, they didn't think of that, but that's the energy behind it. Interesting. So what is this virus going to do besides be big in the news, kill some people, create a lot of fear on the planet? And very few are really going to understand what the coronavirus really represents energetically. You know, kind of the overall concept behind it. What this virus is really going to do in these couple of months ahead is create a lot of economic disruption. Economic disruption. Watch the news and see as plants, factories, all around the world close down, entire cities close down, cruise ships with nobody on them, airplanes with hardly any passengers. Everybody's going to be sitting at home worried about this thing, and it's going to affect the economy. It's going to affect the finances of the planet for a while. Then it'll come back. It'll be okay. But with all the worrying, I wanted to help you to understand what's really going on with this thing called the La Corona. Ultimately about an economic imbalance. So what does that mean to you? Maybe nothing. What does that mean to you? Well, if you're afraid that you might get it, you know, that fear actually will attract it, but if you're afraid you might get it, feel into your own economic imbalance. Let's call it your abundance imbalance. Is there one? Are you abundant in your life, or are you just getting by? Are you struggling to pay the bills? You give yourself excuses that you can't make more money because you have a bad family, a bad job, you're not very smart, other people are preventing you. Well, those are all energy imbalances. You could have all the abundance you want. I mean, abundance is pretty easy. All you want. But if you're still holding on to some of these old issues about abundance, well, then things like the coronavirus are going to scare you. One of the big issues with Shambra over the years has been about abundance. No money. A lot of it is because of the old spiritual belief that to be spiritual, you had to be poor. You couldn't have a lot of money. Where'd that come from? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. But so many of the world's religions promote that, while asking you for money for themselves and having, you know, all these mansions and artwork and Vaticans and everything else, asking the poor people for money. Let's take a deep breath with that. I felt it was appropriate to start with our coronavirus talk, because it has so much to do with right now with the planet and even with your journey, letting energy serve you. So watch for the next few months as this virus becomes epidemic all around the world. Watch how it affects the economy of the planet. Interesting.